Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I hope that you are enjoying my Patreon, because if you're looking at this video, you're probably getting the first glimpse of it before it goes on to public for YouTube, for all of my rays of light out there. But I'm going to be doing a tarot reading today, something very different, using basically, I'm going to be doing your monthly horoscopes for January 2019, but rather than doing every sun sign, I'm going to do the horoscopes divided by the elements. So I'm going to be focusing on Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, which is the fire signs. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, and I'll be doing those. And I also will be doing the earth signs, which are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And certainly not last but not least, I will be doing your horoscopes for the air signs, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So I'm going to start off with the fire signs, which again, this is going to be for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I have my Rider-Waite deck, and so I'm going to give you a little glimpse here. I hope you don't mind. This video is not edited, by the way. And it is very cold today here in South Texas. We had a massive cold front, so I'm going to just be pulling some cards. I'm shuffling them, and I'm going to give you my take on what I see for y'all. Now, I won't be going, like some readers actually show you what cards are pulled. I want to keep it short and simple, so I'm going to be using my own intuition, my own spiritual abilities, coupled with the cards, you know, and how I interpret them, and giving you those messages, what to expect for the month of January. So I hope you have your tea and you are enjoying yourself. So let me go ahead and tell you what I see for January for my fire signs out there. And I think I'm going to start doing this format, maybe even for the weekly ones, because I feel like it'll be a lot shorter and easier for people to listen to a video than listening to a 30 or 20 minute video, you know, and kind of skipping through all the signs. So I hope you enjoy it. So for the month of January, for my fire signs, again, this is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This month, I'm seeing a lot of focus around money, okay? The Pentacles is what I'm seeing first. So there's a lot of focus on your finances as you're going into a new year. So I feel like around the month of December, which we're in right now, if you're looking at this video, a lot of people that are fire signs are going to be kind of focusing on, you know, their finances going into 2020. It's all about securing the coins. Basically, a lot of you are looking at your jobs, at your careers, at your finances, and that's the main focus for you. I see a lot of positivity for January when it comes to the fire signs. I actually pulled this card, which I said I wasn't going to show y'all, but it is the Sun card. So when we get the Sun card, it kind of overshadows any negative cards that may be coming up, whether they're minor arcana or, you know, a major arcana. But I see the Sun, which represents the divine masculine energy. So I feel like for a lot of you out there who have twin flames, and maybe you're the divine feminine, there's also going to be a lot of focus and positivity with your twin flames out there for the month of January with the divine masculine. I am also seeing that a lot of you are going to make some drastic changes. So a lot of you, like I said, could be cutting out some people from your life. You could be going after a different career, starting some new job. There is some drastic change when it comes to your finances, that you are either going to be one of those people that, again, is taking the initiative to go to a new job or start that, or you're not. A lot of you are also going to be doing some traveling. So like for New Year's, you know, I am talking about the month of January. Hello, that's the first day. So maybe like New Year's Eve, which is December 31st, and January 1st, you'll be traveling. So a lot of you may have those plans, and maybe later in the month also traveling, you know, and not coming back until your children have to go back to school or college begins. I also feel like there is some of you, again, this horoscope will not apply to every single sign out there, you know, that I am doing these readings for. Again, this may not apply to you, but a lot of you may have like a strong masculine figure that you are very focused on right now in your life. In particular, I feel like this may be happening or having to do with a partner, okay, or a boyfriend, or someone that is a spouse, you know, someone that you're basically in a relationship with, or even if you're not in a relationship, there is some communication, some feelings. I feel like this male may feel like he doesn't necessarily see the loss all around him. people walking away from him, or, you know, kind of drawing away from him. But I feel like there is something going on with that, and not being corresponded. So I feel like for a lot of you females out there, or males who may be in a relationship with a man, that there could be some issues there with your partner. And if you are two women, you know, basically two females in a relationship, it could be that one of those females that you're in a relationship with is the more masculine one. So there is some feelings, I feel like, power struggles that go on during the month, you know, when it comes to your love life. I mean, a lot of good things, you know, focusing on your money, your careers, but when it comes to your love life, there are some challenges that are kind of presented maybe like midway of the month. I feel also like as we get into the latter part of the month, as we get into the end of the month, we are going to see like a lot of this turning around. And again, feelings are going to be renewed. I feel like there's a sense of hope, and so a lot of this negative energy will be lifted. I don't see it like all of it's going to be permanent. You know, whatever, you know, tips you have, or whatever kind of, you know, emotional quarrels you're going through, it's not going to be permanent. And I see basically a lot of you, you know, kind of like dealing with someone. This could be a child again, or someone that's a little younger, but it's like a very young energy. And this is what I feel like for some of you parents out there that are fire signs. Your children may be going after opportunities now themselves, you know, and I feel like a lot of you are teaching them as you start the new year, you know, the value of money and independence. So a lot of children you could be kind of showing them or providing them with an example of how to, you know, earn their money without asking mom and dad for, you know, money to buy something that they want. Basically, they have to earn it and work for it themselves. And I feel like that is something that, you know, you're kind of training them. So a lot of you may be training your children, or you know, showing them the light, showing them the right way to getting things or acquiring things that they need, or not need, but want in their life. Because as a parent, you know, a lot of parents provide for their kids and some don't, but you know, learning the value of money very early on is very important. Alright, so that was a horoscope for the month of January for my fire signs. Now I'm going to be doing the water signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So if you're a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, listen up, because this is coming. This is your horoscope for January 2020. Can you believe that? We're already in 2020. Well, not now, because I'm filming this in December, but we're almost there, guys. Almost. I cannot believe it. So I'm just shuffling, asking Spirit to show me everything that I need to know to give to my Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpios out there. I feel like I'm talking to myself because I'm actually, my ascending and my moon sign, sorry, my rising and ascending are both in Cancer. So rising, ascending, and moon sign, they're all in Cancer. My sun sign is Gemini. Ooh. Okay. My phone almost fell over. Alright, so I'm just getting here. It's going to be a very busy month if you are one of those signs, water signs that I just mentioned. Okay, so what I'm seeing for all of you out there, if you're a water sign, a lot of you are going into January kind of, again, feeling like defeated, feeling very tired. I feel like there's been some drama towards the end of December that you're going to experience right around the holidays, Christmas time. This could involve a male energy in your life. I feel like for the most part that there could be some level of deception that you're needing to be aware of. There's a lot of focus on your love life, a lot of communication. So for those of you that are water signs and are single, you won't be single for much longer. I feel like a lot of you are opening yourself up to love, to the expectations of maybe, or to the prospects of finding someone. And maybe the way of doing that is stepping outside of your comfort zones. Like when I coach clients or actually do readings for them, I kind of coach them in the readings and let them know from Spirit's perspective, you know, what is going on, what's the tea. And you know, that's what I feel for some of you water signs out there, is that you're going to have to step outside your comfort zone, specifically if you are ready for love or opening to that, you know. And how do you do that? Basically, you know, join a dating site, put yourself on Tinder, you know. And again, it may not be for everyone out there, but That's what I'm seeing. I also feel like there is some part of yourself that you're trying to work on how you respond to other people. I feel like there's usually like a defensive kind of response when people either attack you or say something that you may not feel like sits very well with you. So I feel like you're working on some parts of your emotional responses to how you react to your reactions throughout the month of January if you're a water sign. I also see some traveling for a lot of you out there this month. There could be some trips that you're taking to another country or coming back from a trip that were already on. There is some potential for some of you, like a select group of you water signs out there, being heartbroken this month or going through the January 2020 with some heartache. This could be, you know, finding out that there is another person that your partner is seeing. You know, there could be some elements of cheating going on that's going to affect you in some way. So it's very prevalent that month. I feel like there's some battles up ahead with other people in the month. You know, you could be finding that you're exchanging words with other people, or other people feel like they're picking on you. You know, in some way you feel like they're picking on you. You're going to have to be strong, because I feel like this is a month where you're going to be tested. The universe is testing a lot of you water signs out there, and really seeing, you know, how strong you are. But there is money coming in, or there's a focus on money, but I feel like there's fulfillment when it comes to your money, and maybe even using that giving that towards your family members, or helping them out in some kind of way if you are in a good financial position, which will kind of balance out your emotions, whatever you're going through, and make you feel accomplished or satisfied that you're able to still help people, even if you're going through something very personal or very traumatic in some way. So I see a lot of focus around your love life, and I feel like it's, around your family life and your home life. And I feel like whatever problems you've been having, if you're a water sign, you know, in your family, a lot of those things are lifting up, and basically it is a time where things are going to get much better in your family. Basically, I think you could be, you know, having conversations and working and ironing out your differences and the things that, you know, you're not maybe happy with right now. So it's very, very good. That is what I see for you if you are indeed a water sign. So now we're going to get into the next, which is Earth. Earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if you're a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this is for you, and this is the Earth sign. So let's get into it. Let's see what's up for my Earth signs. And I had a card that fell, so let me get that. I guess that's Spirit's way of telling me that you know, that card that fell is something that y'all need to know. So I'm gonna put it back in the deck and kind of reshuffle. I hadn't really shuffled when it fell out of the deck, so I didn't look at it, so I don't know yet. Alright guys, so getting to the Earth sign, and I'm pulling the cards now. Right. Alright guys, if you are an Earth sign, I feel like a lot of you are going to be entering the month kind of being at a crossroads. There's a lot of decision making to make. I feel like some of you are going to be making a decision or deciding between two areas of your life. This could be any area of your life in particular. You know, I think for a lot of you, I feel like there is a lot of focus on starting a family, maybe having children. Some of you could also be, you know, looking at your jobs and careers and walking away from it. You know, it is not uncommon as we start a New Year resolution or a New Year's, you know, to have resolutions throughout the beginning of January. And depending on how strong and committed you are to those, you could actually be successful, you know, later out throughout the year. But I see right now that basically there's a lot of that going on. I also see that there is a lot of focus with you maybe wanting to do some traveling, but I feel like some plans may be canceled. This could be like an a flight being canceled, or something just changing abruptly for you. So if you have, you know, trips scheduled, this may not be the best time to travel. And some of you may not have, like I said, this doesn't always apply to every single earth sign out there, but some of you could be going through that. I feel like some of you may be suffering also this month with the energy of January and the new year. 2020, we are starting a new decade. Some of you could be finding that you are actually, you know, having insomnia or not being able to sleep well at night, and it's due to that. I also feel like some of you may be needing to be a little bit stronger, but stronger basically in the sense that, you know, maybe you are feeling kind of like unmotivated, or things are not going your way the way that you had planned it to go. So Spirit is basically telling you to just be strong and not worry about, you know, what else is going on in your life. It's going to work out. I do see that there is some kind of squirrels, you know, like there is some, not squirrels, quarrels. I have my Invisalign on, so sometimes some things don't come out pronunciated right, but there could be some quarrels that you're going through. Some of you may be impatient this month, but I feel like you're learning the value of waiting. You know, not everything is going to happen when you want it to. Sometimes you have to be patient and let things happen naturally and gracefully in your life. For some of you, you may feel confused. I feel like a select group of you out there that are earth signs could feel very confused when it comes to making a decision. Maybe you're like on the fence whether you should, you know, take on a second job, or whether you should leave your employer, you know, or go part-time so you can go back to school. But there's a lot of different themes going on this month for you. I feel for the most part, a lot of you are going to be going into January really throughout the month feeling exhausted and fatigued, because there was a lot of drama or a lot of things that kept you very busy throughout 2019. So this is going to be a time to recuperate. And again, in this group of readings, you know, that I'm doing for the signs, the earth signs, I got the Sun card. And in the deck, again, when you get the Sun card, it's a very positive card, and it overpowers, you know, all the minor arcana, which I see a lot of other things here going on that are not necessarily bad things. So again, good energy surrounds a lot of you earth signs. So there's going to be a little bit, like I said, a little bit of quarrels, a little bit of insomnia, a little bit of worrying, a little confusion, but at the most part, you know, a lot of you are having to make some decisions, or you'll be pushed into making some powerful decisions for the betterment of your future. So that's the reading for my earth signs. Now I'm going to be doing the horoscopes for my air signs, which is moi. I'm going to be reading for myself and other people. So if you're an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, again, if you're an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, this is for you. And this is the air sign horoscopes. And I think that a lot of you will appreciate this, because it's easier than having to, like I said, go and click on each, you know, some of you listen to both of your horoscopes, so this will make it a little easier, I feel. But let me know in the comments section, you know, whether you're in Patreon looking at this at the time that I publish it out and put it out there for my patrons on my Rays of Light, or if you are already, if this is already on YouTube by the time that I release it to YouTube. If you feel like, you know, you like this format, let me know, and you know, I could even do the week. I think I may do the weekly ones like this too. It's easier for me, and it's also, I think, it's easier for a lot of you out there, because it's kind of grouping 3 signs, you know, into the categories, 4 categories or 4 elements, which is still an intuitive horoscope, and that's what my horoscopes are based. Even though I use cards to do my horoscopes, you know, they are intuitive based for the week. So a lot of this is not just the cards, but my own intuition being poured into this. So again, I hope you like this format, and let's see what's in store for all of us air signs out there. If you're an air sign, usually, you know, there's a lot of focus on communication, etc. So I think I like that word. I'm going to start adopting that word, etc. I find when I go back and listen and look at my own videos, because I do go back and listen to my own videos, not to be vain or anything, but to kind of just like listen to myself and see, you know, what can I improve upon. And sometimes I'm just cringing because I'm my worst critic, and I'll be like, oh my god, you just use oh my god so many times, or you use the word etc. Or, you know, I start moving my hands, because I'm a very much like a hands person, like a singer. You know, when singers are, you know, moving their hands, I'm just a little crazy, not much. Alright, so what's going on, my air signs? Ooh. Okay, so a lot of you need to get out of your mind. I think a lot of us are in our mind going into January 2020. And if you're an air sign, I feel like a lot of you out there are going to be feeling like, you know, trapped kind of like in your life, in all of your life, like trapped in some way. And even though you're going through the motions of change and change is upon you, for us it's going to be very difficult, but Spirit is reminding you that you have all the tools at your disposal to get ahead, that you are very quick and witty, and you need to use that, you know, your skill set and your intuition to help you, you know, move ahead. Like, it's all an illusion. I think like a lot of us are going to be feeling like our life is not progressing, or things are very bad, but other people have it worse, if you follow what I'm saying. I see a lot of you finding balance going into 2020, into the month of January. So a lot of you could be giving your time to your children, to your family, you know, to your job, to your employer, your co-workers, your friends, and kind of keeping it all balanced. And there's also a lot of celebrations this month. It could be that, you know, you're celebrating a graduation. You know, some people finish college in December. It could be that. It could be a promotion, you know, or some type of bonus that you are given, which typically, you know, you never know when bonuses are going to be given, but there's some reason to celebrate. Some kind of good news, I think, is coming in. It may not be a promotion. It may just be good news that, you know, somebody is cancer free, you know, or someone had surgery and everything turned out the way that they wanted it to be, or some exams, you know, test results came back negative instead of, you know, being a bad thing. It's a good thing that they're negative. So there's a lot of that going on. I feel like some of you are going to be walking away, or feeling kind of like you need to walk away from certain circumstances or situations. This could be people that you no longer click with, or you're like, you see them on Facebook, they're like, you know, you're like, they never, you know, comment on me, and I'm liking their stuff. So a lot of you could be cleaning up, doing some early spring cleaning in January on your friends list, on Facebook and Instagram. I also am getting that there is something to watch out, because I feel like some of you could be very sharp at the tongue this month of January, and you're not going to tolerate any foolery, and you could go off on somebody, and it could turn to a very volatile situation. So you need to be careful with that. I see a lot of you kind of traveling as well. There's a lot of energy and a lot of movement back and forth. You're going to be busybodies, very busy for the month of January. If you are a Gemini, an Aquarius, or like I said, the other air sign. Just a lot of information to process here. I also see like a finality. So I feel like some of you are working on one part of yourself that you're not happy with, and putting an ending to that. But the last card I got was the Wheel of Fortune, and that is a very positive card. I feel like your luck is changing. So even though you may not be able to see how things are happening, they are happening. If you're an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, it's happening before your eyes. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you like this. Blessings and love and light. Have